Good morning, students. Today we will start the second unit of production management. Already we have completed the first unit of production management, and in this subject we have no case study. So today we will start the second unit of production management, that is material management. In this unit we are going to cover in detail various aspects of material management, and also we are going to discuss why managing the material is very important for the organization. Let me clear you this point why managing the material is very important to the organization. In my introductory class, I told you that if an organization want to survive, if an organization want to face the global competition, the organization should have to work on three criteria, that is productivity, profitability and efficiency. Means if the organization works successfully on these three criteria, then it is possible for the organization to face the global competition and it is possible for the organization to get success. So, for getting success, organization has to work on these three criteria. So, after that, for achieving success or successfully working on these three criteria, organization has to adopt two strategies. That is cost minimization and improvement of quality. If these two strategies adopted by an organization, then the organization able to work successfully on these three criteria. So for getting success, organization has to adopt two strategies, that is cost minimization and quality improvement. So first, the organization has to adopt the strategy that is cost minimization. Cost minimization means what? Cost minimization means reducing the total cost of the production, means minimizing the total cost of production. So organization has to minimize the total cost of production. If an organization want to minimize the total cost of the production, first the organization has to minimize the procurement cost of material. Means if an organization able to minimize the purchase cost of material, then it is possible for them to minimize the cost of production, because material cost comprises a larger part of total cost. If the material cost reduced, automatically firm's production cost can be reduced. So for minimizing the total cost of production, organizations should have to minimize the procurement cost of material, so that the first strategy can be so that the firm can able to get success in first strategy and able to achieve its objective. And for achieving success or for getting success, organizations should have to adopt another strategy, that is improvement of quality. Means if the firm improve the quality of the product, then it is possible for them to attract more number of customers. So for improving the quality of what? Improving the quality of what? Improving the quality of product. Here improving of quality means what? Improving the quality of product only. So for getting success or for attracting more number of customers, organization should have to improve the quality of the product. And how the quality of the product improve? If the organization procure qualitative material and if the organization purchase qualitative material, then it is possible for them to produce a qualitative goods, produce a better goods for the customer, so that the farm able to attract more number of customers. Means farm can able to offer a good qualitative goods at less cost, so that farm able to attract more number of customers, and it is possible for them to get success and it is possible for them to face the global competition. So, for getting success, for facing the global competition, the organization has to work on three criteria, that is productivity, profitability and efficiency. So, for achieving these three criteria, organization has to adopt two strategies, that is cost minimization and quality improvement. And cost minimization is related to the material aspect of the organization, because material cost constitute or comprises a larger part of the total cost. So for minimizing the total cost of the production, organizations should have to focus on the material aspect, material cost of the organization, and after that organizations should have to improve the quality of the product. Means for improving the quality of the product, organizations should have to focus on procuring the qualitative material to the organization, so that they can able to get success, so that they can able to achieve their strategic objective and strategic objective, so that they can able to work successfully on these three criteria. So cost minimization and quality improvement, these two strategies related to the material aspect of the organization. So for getting success on these two strategy, organizations should have to manage the material aspect. So depending upon the material, depending upon the material or depending upon the quality of the material, organization able to produce the qualitative goods, and depending upon the cost of the material also, organization able to control the total cost of the production. So these two things related to the material aspect, and for getting success, organization had to work on this two strategy, and these two strategy related to the material aspect. So for managing these things, for getting success on these things, organization should have to manage the material aspect of the organization. So it is required for the organization to give utmost importance or gives more focus to the material aspect of the organization, so that farm able to minimize the total cost of the production, and farm able to improve the quality of the product, so that they can able to work successfully on these three criteria, that is productivity, profitability, and efficiency, and the farm able to face the global competition. So managing material is a very important issue for the organization, and the production manager should have to take utmost care while managing the material, or while making various decisions related to material. He has to take utmost care. So in second unit, we are going to cover in detail about various aspects of managing the material. Means in this unit, we are going to cover how to manage the material. Means in this unit, we are going to discuss uh, how to make various plans related to identification of quality of raw material, and this and material management also suggests various guidelines for I various guidelines or um, various principles for identification of a good vendor or good supplier for the organization, so that the farm able to procure the right quality material at less cost from the supplier. And at last, it also provides various guidelines related to control other aspects of material, so that the farm able to produce good quality goods at less cost. So today we are going to discuss the introductory part of material management and the objective of material management. This introductory part of material management means we are going to cover the introduction of material management and the definition given by different experts related to material management, and at last we are going to discuss the objective of material management in today's class. So let me start this concept. So the term material management involves two words, that is material and management. Material, you know well, what is the meaning of material? Material means the raw material. So raw material is the basic component which helps the manufacturer to produce the goods. Means by using this basic component, producer produces a finished goods. Next one is the management. Management means what? Management, we can say that it is a process of controlling something. So before management, there is a word that is material. So management means what? Management is a process of controlling something. So material management, we can say that in simple language, we can say that material management is a process of managing the material aspects or material components of the organization, so that the farm can able to identify the proper quality of raw material for producing the goods, and after that the farm able to select a good vendor, and it also provides various guidelines related to preserving, handling, and the storing of raw material, so that the farm can able to use the raw material in a proper way, in an efficient way, and at last farm can able to produce the qualitative goods at less cost, so that the farm's total cost can be minimized. So material management in simple language, we can say that it is a process of managing the various material aspects of it or material components of an organization. Material is a important part for an which is essential for an industrial establishment. Means without material, no farm can able to produce the goods. Material is the basic component for production. By using this basic component, farm or manufacturer produces the goods. So managing the material is very important, and identification of the quality of the material is also a very important aspect for the organization. Again, material is divided into two types, that is direct material and indirect material. Means material is categorized into two types, that is direct material and indirect material. Let me clear you what is a direct material. The word itself says that direct means what? Direct material means what? The material which directly fed into a machine for manufacturing a product. Means the material which directly directly issued to the directly introduced to machine for manufacturing a particular product. We can take the example of sugar manufacturing industry. So for sugar manufacturing industry, direct raw material is sugarcane. Means by using the basic component, means by using the sugarcane, the farm able to produces the sugar particles. So we can say that direct material means the material which directly fed into the machine for manufacturing a product. Means by using that raw material, farm or manufacturer produces the finished goods. Means by using this raw material, manufacturer converts manufacturer get a finished goods. So we can say the direct material are the basic component. By using this component, manufacturer produces a goods. For sugar industry, sugarcane is a direct material, and for iron industry, iron ore is a direct material. And for textile industry, cottons, wool, and cotton, wool, and rayon, and other raw materials. By using these things, organization produces a raw material. These are the direct material for an organization. So direct material, we can say that the material which directly fed into a machine for producing a particular finished goods. Next comes to indirect material. Indirect material means the material which doesn't directly used in a machine or fed into a machine for producing a particular product, but without it, the organization or the manufacturer will not able to produce a finished goods. Indirect, the example of indirect material is that lubricant oil, coal, petrol, brush, grease, and cotton. So cotton, by using these things, organization able to or manufacturer able to produce the finished goods. And indirect material is also called as the supportive material, because without this material, the production process cannot be done in a smooth manner. Means for running a machine, fuel is required. Means for running a machine, petrol, coal, and diesel is also required. For smooth operation of a machine, grease is required. For cleaning the machine, a cotton and brush is required. Without it, the production process hampered. Means without it, the machine will not operate and the machine will not run in a smooth manner. So these are the indirect material, and these are the supportive material which helps the production process to run in a continuous manner. Means this material directly doesn't used by a manufacturer for producing the goods. Means by using a coal, by using a petrol or diesel, manufacturer will not produces a particular finished goods. By using these things, manufacturer smoothen the production process. Is by using these things, manufacturer produces a particular finished good. So indirect material is also called as supportive material. So material is again divided into two types, that is direct material and indirect material. And these materials has to be managed by these materials have to be managed by the organization, so at last the farm able to get success. So material is divided into two parts, that is direct and indirect material. And material management, we can say that in simple language, we can say that management of direct material and indirect material is known as material management. So in material management, we are going to control the direct material and indirect material of an organization, so that the farm able to produce the good quality goods at less cost. So material management, we can say that it is a process of managing the direct and indirect material. So material management is a process of planning, procuring, preserving, handling, usage of other related aspects of material. So material management is a process of what? Process of planning related to what? Planning related to identification of quality of a raw material. Means in case of or in the area of material management, the production manager identifies what should be the quality of raw material so that the farm able to produce a good qualitative goods. So in case of material management, the production manager identifies the quality of a raw material, and after making various planning related to quality of raw material, or after identifying the quality of raw material, organization makes various plans related to procurement of raw material. Means production manager identifies which supplier or which vendor is suitable for the organization, means from whom the organization procure the raw material so that the raw material can be acquired at less cost. And after that, it also provides various guidelines, various suggestions related to preserving, handling and uses of materials so that material can be better utilized, and there is a optimum utilization of material. Material management, we can say that it is a process of planning, procuring, preserving, handling, usage of other related aspects of material. So in material management, we are going to control detailed aspects of material. That is, it starts from identification of the quality of material and it ends with introduction of material into a machine for manufacturing of finished goods. Means when the organization get a finished goods, at that time the concept of material management or the job of material management is over. So, in material management, organization, the production manager makes various plans related to identification of the quality of the material, and after it identifies which supplier is suitable for the organization, and after it identifies um, it makes various decisions related to handling the usage of material so that there is a optimum utilization of material and the farm able to achieve its objective. And it is a centralized authority process. Means the total management of material, or or the aspects of material managing, material controlling things, is vested to a particular department, that is production department. Means production department is responsible for managing detailed aspects of material. Means production department is responsible for identification of the quality of raw material and the quality of raw material, and it has to identify the right vendor for the organization, and it has to take necessary action for procuring the raw material before the production starts. So all the aspects related to managing the material is vested to a particular department, that is production department. So we can say that it is a centralized authority process. So it is a centralized function, and that function is vested to production management, and production management performs number of activities for managing the material. So we can call this is a integrated material management, or simply we can say that it is a material management. So sometimes we use material management, physical distribution management, logistic management interchangeably. Means material management, physical distribution management, and logistic management used as synonyms. Some people thought that these three words are similar, but in these three words there are some differences found. So let me clear you what are the differences exist between material management, physical distribution management, and logistic management. So material these three terms are different. Material management starts from identification of raw material, and it ends when the material received by the organization and when the material introduced into a machine, and after when the organization or manufacturer got a finished product. At that situation, or at that time, the job of material management or the aspects of material management over, and after that the physical distribution management started. After that physical distribution management starts. Means in case of physical distribution management, the organization makes various decisions related to distributing the finished goods which produces by the organization to the customers. Means in physical distribution management, the organization makes various planning related to the distribution of finished goods to the consumer. So physical distribution, we can say physical distribution starts when material management ends. So logistic management is the combination of material management and physical distribution management. So this is all about the concept of material management. Material management, we can say that it is a process of planning, procuring, handling, preserving, and uses of material related activities. So next comes to meaning of material management. If we see the depth meaning of material management, we can say that material management is the planning, directing, controlling, coordinating those activities which are concerned with materials and inventory requirement from the point of their creation to their introduction up to the manufacturing process. So material management is a function. So wherever the word management is written, then wherever a word management is written, all the functions of management is applied here. Means material management is the process of planning, directing, controlling, coordinating those activities which are concerned with material. Means in material management, the production manager makes various plans related to material and inventory, starting from their creation means starting from the identification of quality to the introduction of material into manufacturing process. All the actions, all the decisions related to these things that can be done in material management. Means material management is the process of planning, directing, controlling, and coordinating those activities related to materials, uh, related to inventory, which is started from the creation to the introduction of material into the manufacturing process. So material management starts with identification of the quality of the raw material, ends with the introduction of material into manufacturing process. So in between, what decisions generally taken by the organization that takes under the area of material management. So material management is a process of planning, directing, controlling, and coordinating of material related activities. So it begins with determination of material quality and ends with production to meet the customer demand as per the schedule. Means it starts with identification of quality and ends with getting finished product by the organization. Next comes to definition of production management. Sorry, definition of material management. Material management is defined by various experts in different ways. Here I take two definitions for our discussion. First one is the according to Bailey and Farmer. Bailey and Farmer said that material management are the management of flow of material into the organization to the point where those material are converted into farm's end product. Bailey and Farmer said that material management is a process of controlling the flow of material to the organization, and it works until the farm get the finished product. Means material management starts from identification of material, and it also consists or also makes various decisions how the material regularly or smoothly flow to the organization, and it ends with when the organization get the finished product. Is when the organization convert the raw material into end product or finished product. The work or the job of material management over these things is said by Bailey and Farmer. Next comes to according to Amir. Amir says that it is a process by which organization supplied with goods and services that is needed to achieve its objective. The material management begins with the supplier and ends with material consumed. Material is consumed. Means Amar said that material management is a process where the organization get a supplied various goods and services for achieving its objective, and it material management, he also said that material management starts with the supplier. Means it starts with identification of a good vendor for the organization, and it ends with the production of material, the production of finished goods, and when the goods is manufactured by the organization, at that time the job of material management is over. This thing is said by Amir. Next comes to objective of material management. So objective means what? Objective is the main intention of material management. So the basic intention of material management is to procure the right material, from the right material in right quantity from the right supplier at right time from the right source at right price, so that the farm able to produce the good quality goods, means right quality goods at right time at right cost. So objective in objective we are going to study the main intention of the material management. Again, the objective is divided into two categories. First one is the primary objective and secondary objective. Today we will cover The primary objective of material management. So let me start the primary objective. Primary objective means what? Primary objective is the basic objective or the main intention of material management. So what are the primary objective of material management? Let me discuss one by one. First one is the first primary objective of material management is low price. Means for obtaining a least possible price for the material is the main intention of material management. Or material management identifies the least possible price or the minimum price at which the organization purchases the raw materials so that the material cost can be minimized and the farm able to minimize the total cost of the production. So for minimizing the total cost of the production, first farm has to procure the raw material at lower price so that the farm able to produce the goods at lower cost. So for getting or for obtaining a lower possible price is the main intention of material management, and it identifies a supplier which provides it identifies a supplier who provides the raw material the qualitative raw material at less cost. Next objective of material management is that high inventory turnover. Inventory turnover means what? Inventory turnover is a technique of converting the raw materials or converting the inventory into sales. If the organization capable to convert their inventory into sell, means if the farm having less inventory, then the farm's less capital is invested and less capital is tied up, and the farm able to utilize the capital anywhere else, and the farm able to get maximum operating economy, and by investing that capital the farm able to earn some extra profit also. So it is required for the organization to keep limited inventory, and there should be a higher inventory turnover, means the farm should have to keep minimum inventory and the farm should have to try to convert the inventory into sell. So there is a lesser inventory, and the farm's less capital is blocked, and the farm able to get maximum benefit and farm able to get maximum return from the capital. So for higher inventory turnover, material management gives much importance. When inventory means material management identifies the exact quantity of raw material required for production, and same quantity that much quantity organization procure from the supplier, so that farm able to produce the raw material, and without keeping these things immediately organization of farm send it to the market, and immediately that inventory converts into sale. So there is a higher inventory turnover and farm get able to get maximum benefit and get maximum return from the capital. And if there is a higher inventory turnover, the storage cost also reduced. Means if the farm's inventory convert into sale, there is no goods to be stored. So storage cost also be reduced. Another objective of material management is low cost of acquisition and possession. Another intention of material management is to acquire the raw material at lower cost so that the total cost can be reduced. It provides or it identifies a good vendor for the organization, a good supplier for the organization who can supply the goods at lesser cost, so the farm able to acquire the material at lesser cost. And it also provides various guidelines to possess or to storage the goods so that the possession of the material cost can be reduced, and acquisition and possession costs are low when receiving and storing department operate efficiently. And it also provide various guidelines to managing to the receiving and storing department for managing the material, so that there is a lower cost of acquisition and possession, so that at last the farm's total cost can be reduced. Next objective of material management is continuity of supply. Means organization's main intention or material management main intention is to maintain a continuity of supply of raw material. If there is any interruption in supply of raw material, then farm will not able to produce the qualitative goods. Farm will not able to produce the required goods within a specified time. So for smooth production of goods, there should be a continuity of supply. So, material management identifies a good vendor, a good supplier, and it also identifies when material is required. Means before the production starts, it identifies the material requirement. Means it identifies when the material is required. So before that time, organization procures the raw material from the supplier, and it also identifies a good vendor for the organization, and that vendor supplies the raw material on a continuous basis. Means before the production started, raw material reach to the organization. So there is a continuity of supply, and continuity of supply is particularly important for highly automated process. Means if the organization adopt the process of automation, then for that organization or for that plant, continuity of supply is very important, because any interruption in production process, the total production process stop, and again for continuing the process, again organization should have to start the machine, and it brings a huge cost to the organization. So for that industry or for that plant, continuity of supply is very important. Material should be arranged before production stops. Next objective of material management is consistency of quality. Means for maintaining a good quality in raw material, maintaining a quality raw material is the main intention of material management. If the organization procures the right quality of raw material, then the farm able to produce the qualitative goods. If the farm procures a particular type of or particular quality of goods, then it is not a problem for the supplier to supply. But if the farm procure varieties of product or variety quality of the product, then the supplier should have to give him much focus for supplying various quality of the goods. So consistency in quality, maintaining a quality is an important aspect for the organization and the important objective for the organization. If the organization procures the right quality goods, right quality raw materials, then the farm able to produce a qualitative goods, and the objective can be achieved. next objective of Next objective of material management is favorable supplier relations. So another objective of material management is to maintain a cordial relationship with supplier. So what is the reason behind maintaining a good relationship with supplier? Supplier is the person who supplies basic component to the organization. Supply raw material to the supplier, supplies basic raw material to the or basic component to the organization. If the organization maintain a cordial relationship with the supplier, then the organization got various benefits. What benefit the organization get? If the organization may maintain a cordial relationship with the supplier, the organization get the raw material at right time. If the organization maintain a cordial relationship with the supplier, then whatever the requirement of the organization got immediately from the supplier. And after that, new latest raw material, the supplier sent to the organization, or supplier send it to the organization, so that the organization can able to produce a qualitative goods. And third benefit the organization got is that last time cancellation benefit. Means if an organization or if a manufacturer want to cancel the order of raw material, then it is possible if the organization maintain a cordial relationship with the supplier. Means once order is placed, then it is difficult to cancel. The organization should have to receive that order. If the organization maintain a cordial relation with the supplier, then the supplier can cancel this order, so that organization storage cost and other cost can be reduced. So maintaining a favorable relationship with supplier is the main objective of material management. Next objective of material management is development of personnel. So development of personnel, developing the skills, abilities, knowledge of the personnel is important aspect of human resource management. But in production management and in material management also gives importance to development of personnel. It considers that if the skills, knowledge, capabilities of human resource or the workers, employees of the production department is developed, then they can capable to produce the qualitative goods, and they can capable to use the resources efficiently or without wasting any resources. They can able to produce the goods. So the head of the production department or head of the different department should take personal interest to develop the skills, knowledge, and capabilities of human resources, so that they can able to work comfortably. They can able to produce the good qualitative goods without wasting any material, so that the farm can able to produce the goods at less cost. Last objective of material management is good record. So for maintaining a good record, record is another intention of another intention of material management. So if the farm maintain a good record, then the supplier supplies raw material on a continuous basis. And because the supplier thought that if he supplies the goods to the organization, then so the organization at right time provides right time clear their bills. So the supplier interest to supply the goods. So maintaining a good record is important, or is a important objective of material management. So it is important for maintaining a good record is important for the plant for procurement phase. So for procurement phase, maintaining a good record is important by verifying the record of the organization. Supplier supplies the required quantity of goods to the organization. So these are the basic, or these are the main objective of material management. These are the primary objective of material management. And in next class, we will discuss the secondary objective of material management. This is all about today's class. Thank you.